Alright. Let's talk, Mateo.
Ask if you've got questions. Speak up if you have ideas. We're all here for the same reason. Are you doing okay? I'm not sure anyone really asked yet. Don't want you to think we're focused on the artifacts and nothing else.
How do you hear with that over your ears?
You matter too. You've done something really significant bringing that artifact here.
Thanks, Mateo.
I'm Mateo, theological scholar by trade, but now, well, an explorer like you. It's really good to have you with us.
See, I wouldn't have minded becoming a theology scholar. That would have been interesting, I think. I like research. These artifacts all came out of caves?
Second one was on Kazal, buried the same as the one you found. But the first
But
one,
who found
Our
it?
noses for years, sitting
guys
in
aren't
storage,
speaking about it.
masquerading as an oversized paperweight.
It's massive.
Can you
Would have called that a
imagine
paperweight.
Potentially the greatest discovery in human history, collecting dust.
I mean, that's true of a lot of things in history. What do you make of the vision I saw?
I'm not gonna lie, I really wish I could have seen this for myself. It's hard to judge otherwise.
Why didn't you come with me?
Both you and Barrett saw something.
You can touch the next one I find.
I don't think that's a coincidence. Did it feel like it was trying to tell you something? I don't want to necessarily use the words divine revelation, but you know, if the label
It wasn't
fits.
a divine revelation as much as our religion is telling us it would. It was a vision of the universe. If it meant something I didn't understand it, I know it's important, I can feel it. Maybe I'm just going crazy. All I know is I've never experienced anything like it. You think this was a religious experience?
Not necessarily, no, but it does kind of have the hallmarks of one.
I've been talking to the keeper, and
I'm
yes,
certainly not going to rule it out.
I would understand
just
that
yet.
viewpoint.
It has to be, right? All of this is connected. We just need to figure out how and why. We're gonna get to the bottom of this. We just need more data, which means more artifacts.
I can work on that. What brought you to Constellation?
Well, there was some overlap in interests. I'd spent years searching for religious relics from human history. I had made a really incredible discovery, only to lose it to a greedy corporation. So I tried to steal it back. In the process, I met Walter. Turned out he owned the corporation.
Oh!
After a long talk, we realized we had a lot in common, and I was invited to join Constellation.
Did you ever get your artifact back? No? Okay.
Take care of yourself.
You too, Mateo. Good chat. Oh my god, Walter, this bloody spry bastard. Keeps moving.
I am at your service, Captain.
Thanks, Vasco. Can you come with?
Captain, now that you are a member of Constellation, I am at your service. No additional protocols necessary. Also, given the likelihood that you will be out in unsettled space, it might be beneficial to go over exploration outpost development. In case you ever need to build a base for field research.
Kind of feel like we should cover that when we are at the planet. And then, you know, you can walk me through it physically. Telling me the ins and outs of it now probably isn't very helpful. Outpost development, what do you mean?
The exploration of an unknown planet can be a major undertaking. By building an outpost, you will be able to construct scanning equipment, resource extractors, and defenses. It is even possible to set up multiple outposts capable of manufacturing, allowing you to build advanced equipment.
Nice. Sounds useful. I'll try it next time I touch down on a planet. What kind of advanced structures could I build?
The scan booster is the most obvious, as it will enable you to detect landmarks and other points of interest from further away. Beyond that, extractors will allow you to collect raw materials of various types, while fabricators enable the manufacturing. A particularly prosperous outpost may even warrant the construction of cargo links, allowing you to share resources between other outposts you have built.
That sounds amazing. How do I know if a planet has the resources I need while you scan it?
A planetary scan will reveal the presence of key inorganic resources, although rarer elements will be harder to find without training. And while a scan may detect the presence of life on a planet, you will have to analyze the native plants and animals yourself to know what compounds they produce.
Gotcha.
The blueprints you need to construct an outpost should already
The
be on
blueprints are
your
on my watch?
It will automatically connect to any available materials for construction in your ship's cargo.
Brilliant. Do you miss Barrett?
My primary function has been to support and protect Barrett during his travels. I am currently unable to do so. That is as capable as I can be of missing anyone. I believe Barrett would find your question amusing.
But it is interesting that Vasco understands what I'm actually asking him, because a lot of robots wouldn't. I'm glad you take your job seriously. Protecting Barrett must be quite a challenge. Now your job is to support and...
Barrett has, thus far, survived every mission on which we have embarked.
That is
It
true.
is therefore evident that my efforts have been successful.
Yeah,
I
good for you,
suspect that
Vasco.
Barrett would disagree with how necessary my intervention has been in any given situation.
I bet he would. Can I do anything with these things? No? Okay. How long have you been part of Constellation?
I arrived along with many material goods purchased by the group's previous chair, Malcolm Livingstone. Despite several significant system replacements and upgrades, I have been online for 43 years.
Is that long for the lifespan of a robot? I could use you on my crew, Vasco.
Captain, I will proceed to my assigned post.
Yay! Manage your crew. Review and change their assignments between your ships and outposts. Different crew have different skills which enhance your ship or outposts. So if I make an outpost, I've got to hire people. Where do I even get them from? Assign crew. Frontier. Jemison Alpha Centauri. 0 of 2. Ship. Change Vasco's assignment to Frontier. Confirm. Ship, current outpost, outposts, all. Alright, cool. Thanks, Vasco. Ooh, beautiful greenhouse. Is it daytime already? My god. I don't see Walter. Walter, have you gone to sleep? Mateo, you're in the wrong seat. Where's Walter?
I feel like I've been waiting my whole life for this.
Who's...
Constellation.
Which
the
room is
artifacts.
his? Walter!
Sound crazy, doesn't it?
Wake up, old man. Got things to discuss.
Well, I suppose calling you a rock breaker may have been a bit out of line.
I mean, I've been called worse. The mining industry is not a favorable one.
Still doesn't excuse it.
No, it doesn't.
My frustrations
Ooh, I like the
lie
thread
more with
in your
Barrett.
outfit.
Not the first time his shenanigans have jeopardized one of our ventures.
Ah,
Not fair
okay.
of me to take it out
Fair.
on you,
No.
especially since it would seem he made the right call
Yeah,
this time.
you were out of line, but
So-
you understand that.
Let's start over, shall we?
Yeah, let's.
Walter Stroud, CEO of Stroud Eklund, member of Constellation, and oft-times grumpy old man. Welcome aboard.
Thanks, Walter. Glad to be here. Just watch the grumpiness in the future. I hope the drinks are at least free.
By the way, in addition to a place to stay, the lodge has a wealth of modification and research
I
equipment.
noticed.
Spacesuit customization, pharmaceutical manufacturing, testing alien substances, the whole thing. You can even fashion industrial pieces for large-scale projects, if you don't mind extracting a few raw resources from a nearby planet, that is. I'm a fan of self-reliance, so I encourage you to make use of the tools we have to build what you need.
Can I expand the ship and... Oh, come on! I already modified an item. And I crafted an item. Rude. I don't know how to do a research project, though. Oh, it's too slow. Is this where I expected to find a CEO?
Funny thing about companies, you build one sturdy enough, it doesn't need you there all the time to prop it up.
Does mean you're pretty good at your
Stroud
job.
Eklund functions quite well on a day-to-day basis, leaving me time to devote to more esoteric pursuits. For years, I was captivated by the writings of Constellation's founder, Sebastian Banks. I finally decided to do something more than admire from a distance, and so now I call the lodge home as much as anywhere else.
What's your role? Other than,
Me?
you know, bankroll, financier.
Well, I'm the wallet.
Yep.
Someone has to fund all this, and all my success in business doesn't mean much if I can't put it to good use.
He's got his head screwed on right on his
Don't pretend
shoulders.
to have the daring of Ms. Morgan, or the smarts of young Mateo, but I can make sure that they have the resources they need. And, as you've now seen, those resources aren't being wasted. We're onto something big here.
Do you think the vision I had means anything?
Up until very recently, I'd likely have dismissed it as, I don't know, hallucinations.
They still could be.
Now, I'm not sure what to think.
Induced by touching the
I don't
organic
suppose you have a
material, inorganic
history of this
material,
sort
for
of
the
thing,
first
do
time.
you?
No. It's a non-stop party in my head.
Yes, I imagined as much. Barrett expressed something similar in his own unique way. I'm no scientist. I leave that to the likes of Barrett and young Noel there. But I think we can all agree there's something unusual going on here. Frankly, this is the most exciting thing that's happened in years.
Well, I'm glad you could be a part of it, Walter. What kind of company is Stroud?
We're most well known for ship manufacture. No expense spared. If you want the best and can afford it, you choose Stroud.
Can I upgrade from the Frontier then?
Unfortunately, our success means you'll sometimes see Stroud-Eklund ship modules on less than reputable vessels. They covet them. The bastards. I've tried to convince the United Colonies we can help in that regard, but they're married to Deimos Star Yards, and those old salts are stuck in the glory days.
Okay. Thanks, man.
Until next time.
Good chat. But now you've got me thinking that I really would like to upgrade my ship or get a new ship. I want to be able to put these research facilities there. You know what? No. We're going to do the thingies. Complete a research project. Where am I going to complete a research project? Is more to the point. Well, that's bloody useless to me. How do I do a research project? I'm assuming it's in the basement with everything else, but where? Didn't I look at everything? What about this? Oh, this is the one thing I didn't bloody look at. Okay. Pharmacology. Okay, outpost development. Manufacturing 1. Why does this keep changing? I don't understand. Anyway. Outpost engineering rank 1. A chair! Robots. And what is this? Equipment. Mods, spacesuit mods, pack mods. Need 8 mag pressure tanks? Jesus Christ. Oh, and this is how I get mods. Okay. I don't have any chlorosylanes. I have everything in theory that I need for this, I guess. Aluminium. It says to put 3 in, to put 3 in. It's weird. Yeah, okay. Okay. I don't know how I got overflow. That was weird. Okay. Oh, it doesn't take time. It just auto-completes? Okay. Okay. And now I have number 2. Weapon engineering rank 1. As in like a skill? Actual skill? Well, that's shit. It means I'm going to run into the issue with this. Outpost engineering. Fuck, I was going for the social skills first. Shit. Can I take back skills that I... Bugger. Oh, that's bad. And botany? Zoology? Oh, I guess this is long-term planning? Damn. Okay. Well, let's get some manufacturing going. I have the 0 wire, correct. Inventory 1, required 1. But I thought you said you needed 2. Whatever, confirm. Yes, he needs 2. So confused. I really don't understand this overflow business, but whatever. Whatever. I will trust that you're doing what you need to be doing. Because I'm confused as all heck. Alright. That looks like we've played around enough for today. Let us go to... You said you wanted me to craft something, correct? Oh. Is this probably the quickest way to craft something? Nope. Nope. No, it is not. Pharmaceuticals it is. Right? Because it didn't take any of that into consideration. Craft and modify and out. Yep. Okay. Well, let's go do some more bandages then, because it's all I'm going to be able to do. Yep, just those bandages. There goes more sealant. Did that all count? It did, okay. Start an outpost. Good God, that's a long-term plan. Check out the Constellation mission board. Oh, hey, yeah, I forgot about that. Mission board. Mission board. Ah, that was bright. Okay. Locate Ecological Consortium and Altair. We are looking for an experienced explorer to locate a planet. Can I just like take everything? Is there a limit to as many I can take? The locate a planet with ecological consortium in the Altair system. I don't even know what that means. It requires surveying multiple planets within the system. Locate energetic rifting in Carinae. A planet with energetic rifting in the Carinae system. Gaseous font and Andromas. I'm not in any of these systems. I'm in the Alpha Centauri system, aren't I? Gaseous font. Turbulent lithosphere. We are looking for an experienced explorer to survey Smet in Cheyenne. I don't even know what that means, but can I take all of them? Well, pick the cheapest one first, I guess. Oh. Planet survey progress is shown on the planet's info card on the star map and also on the scanner when on the planet's surface. Planets without life, scanning a planet from orbit may be enough to complete the survey, but most planets require you to land and explore more thoroughly. So now can I register all of them? Mission to locate a planet trait is the most challenging survey mission. You will need to search an entire solar system for a planet that has the target trait. Like, I'm not taking these to actually go out of my way to look for them. It's more just a, oh hey, throughout this, playing the game, I managed to complete these. That's what it's more for. Locate planets in the target system that have traits. This is indicated in the bottom of the planet's info card on the star map, and they'll have unknown if they're not surveyed. Okay, cool. I don't know why you wouldn't just accept all of them. There's literally no detriment apart from clogging up my bloody inventory, which is actually going to piss me off now that I think about it. Why are those considered main missions? Ugh, rip. Okay, well, great. Let's just continue with the actual plot and talk to Sarah. Sarah. Okay, spreading in this house is a very bad idea. It's too small for this. Well, I bet all the doors have stayed open. Up you get, Sarah Morgan.
So, are you ready to get to work? Or was there something else?
That's unnecessarily sassy. How well known is Constellation? You said it was
I don't know
forgotten?
what you've heard, but I can imagine. First of all, I think you can dismiss any stories about us no longer existing.
You think?
I don't believe in smearing our name everywhere we can. Exploring the universe, charting the unknown, that's what counts.
That's true.
Besides, having a little mystery gives us room to maneuver. A fixed reputation could fence us in a lot of ways.
No, that's quite wise. I agree with that. I don't really care about any of those other points. I'm ready.
We're going to be doing some old-fashioned detective work.
Okay.
The artifacts are relatively inert once they're out of bedrock. That means people can pass them around, not even knowing what they are.
True.
I've been letting my contacts know to be on the lookout for strange metal objects. Get back a lot of noise, usually. But a tip from the UC Vanguard sounds promising.
Okay. Okay. Good chance to learn more about the United Colonies.
Jumping to anthropology on me already? Oh, well, good. We all need our own reasons to be out there. But it's not just that. I want to take this opportunity to see how you handle yourself, and for you to learn more about us.
I'd like to
I'm
build an
going to be
outpost,
sticking with
please.
you for this. We'll be traveling together until we either find an artifact or this lead runs dry.
Sarah will be locked as your follower if you continue. That's fine by me. Let's go.
We'll need to head to Mast.
Oh,
Check in
okay.
with the Vanguard recruiting office where my contact works. And listen, whatever you were before or whatever you do once you're out there, I don't care. So long as you don't bring UC security to our doorstep. Every member of Constellation is their own conscience. Understood?
Got it. You don't care if I steal as long as I don't get caught?
Good. Let's take a little stroll through New Atlantis, shall we?
I've already gone through all 4 districts, honey. Talk to Sarah's contact. Awesome. I don't need you for that. I've got to go see what Sergeant Uni or whatever while we're out here as well, so let's not forget that before we disappear. We just going on foot? Yes, we are. Yes? No. Yes? No? Yes? Not quite sure where we're going, to be honest. Oh, okay, we are going. We're just going this way. Do I really have more oxygen? I'm starting to doubt it.
Defend the citizens of the United Colonies to the
Ooh,
best
hello.
of your abilities, and to uphold the values of the Vanguard.
Don't judge me, Sarah.
Loyalty, self-reliance in all your actions as members of the United Colonies Navy.
I do.
Then I'm proud to welcome you to the Vanguard. Now, you all have your assignments. Get out there and show them what the UC's made of. Supra et Ultra.
Good job, boys. Hi. Adventure awaits you in the UC.
Who's your friend?
Hopefully Constellation's newest member. Thought I'd run through some legwork together.
Another space explorer. Hey, you ever think of joining up with the Vanguard? Help the United Colonies, earn some credits, even get your UC citizenship?
I'm pretty good, thank you. Maybe later. We have Constellation business to discuss first. I would love to join the Vanguard. Sign me up. No thanks for other chat stars and fight wars. What's the Vanguard?
United Colonies volunteer fleet. Independent captains enlist, get to use their own ships, and the UC provides them with sustained work and credits.
It's very helpful.
And put in your time, and you're guaranteed UC citizenship and everything that comes with it. Discounts on UC goods and medical services. Chance to own a place in New Atlantis.
I already have a room.
Only
I'm
way a
good.
foreign captain could even dream of seeing those sorts of benefits. So, you want in?
No, I'm good, man.
All right, all right. Can't blame me for trying, right? I mean,
suppose.
I still haven't given up on getting Sarah to re-enlist.
You used to work for the
we
UC?
play. He asks. I say no.
Here's what I got for you two. Vanguard volunteer by the name of Moera. Helps patrol the old neighborhood. Sol, Mars, Neptune, you know.
The Sol system? Which admiral did he upset to get that posting?
He's Martian, born and raised. Not like I can get anyone else to care. Word is he's got some fancy metal ornament he's been showing off to the old grounders. Matches that description Sarah gave me.
Okay. A scientific discovery being used as an ornament. The indignity. If he's on patrol, he could be putting an item at risk. Who's this Moara?
Oh, he goes way back. Think he was recruit number 81 or something.
Oh, wow. Okay, so he's like OG for you guys. What's wrong with the Sol system?
You kidding? Lowest posting request rate in the whole fleet. Only thing there the UC cares about is Mars. And no one wants to go to Mars. They want to get off Mars.
I'll have to take your word for it.
Hey, Vanguards risk their lives every day to keep people safe. So what if he doesn't understand whatever this fancy
I can't blame
thing of
him for
yours
that.
is?
So, you know, whatever.
Easy there, John. We all have our sore points. Everyone agrees we need to talk to your Vanguard about what he found. Let's leave it at that.
Okay, note to self.
All
Don't
right.
piss anybody off
I'll
by
let it
being
slide.
sassy. Got it.
No good for the recruiting office to be seen arguing with the civs anyway. Sol system is a lot of planets, but a vet like Moera will be checking in at Sidonia on the regular.
You mean hitting the bars, don't you, John?
Hey, nothing wrong with a little refresh between patrols.
Technically, no, there isn't. Thank you for your help, John. We're off to Sidonia then. A bar and a spaceport sounds like home. Anything you can tell me about Sidonia?
Yeah, bring a coloring book.
Uh.
You get so used to seeing red, you'll forget what blues and greens look like.
Did Morris say where he found this ornament of his?
You'll have to ask him. But Vanguard volunteers have retrieval rights if they get into a scrap. Wouldn't be surprised if he found it off of a pirate or something like that.
Ah, interesting. Thank you for your help.
Anything for Sarah. UC always takes care of its own. Even the prodigal children.
Oh, brother.
I'm serious about that recruitment offer, by the way. You just come talk to me when you're ready. UC is a good friend to have.
I don't have any traits left unless this counts as an additional trait. Ask about Moara and Sidonia. Okay, we're literally leaving. Okay, Jesus. That came up quickly. Speak to Commander Tuala about joining the Vanguard. I don't want to join the Vanguard. I literally don't want to join the Vanguard. Did we literally not just do that as well? Did we not just speak about it? Sir, I know we just spoke about this, but the game wants me to speak about it
Sarah's
again.
friend. You come to enlist at long last? Start earning your stripes with the Vanguard? We're the United Colonies volunteer fleet. Any captain can join, regardless of origin.
Yeah, you said
All
that
while
already.
earning your way to UC. Vanguard work is as needed. When we've got jobs, we'll make them available to you. But the work itself, well, it runs the gamut.
Does this give me extra missions?
Sometimes you might be hunting down hostile ships on behalf
Yeah, I
of
don't
the
like
UC
that.
Navy.
I don't want to be in my ship longer than
Or
necessary.
you might be called up to help the science division clean up some invasive species. Hell,
That sounds fun.
You've even been asked to help take on the occasional terramorph.
Ooh,
And
speaking of which, we never
sometimes
found the
just need cargo
terramorph.
support. Not every job's glamorous. The Vanguard only gets called in for the ones where there's a chance of seeing action. Wherever the UC needs us, the Vanguard is there.
I'm just wondering if I should just do it for the sake of, you know, experiencing something else in the game.
Other than becoming a member of the greatest faction in the galaxy.
But the other factions are
you
going to
get
hate me
access to
for it.
discounted services on any UC world. Credits to help you get on your feet. You'd even be able to buy property right here in New Atlantis. Citizenship unlocks it all. And signing up for the Vanguard is the fastest way to earn it.
Do I have to commit? Do I literally have to ask him? I literally do to complete this. Okay, stuff up. Let's join the Vanguard. Let's go. Hi. Yep. Okay, whatever.
Welcome back.
Yep, let's go.
Well, all right. Take the elevator down to the Vanguard orientation hall. You can get started at any of the registration terminals. The system will walk you through the rest.
This is not what I was planning on
And if
doing
you've
with
got
my
any
night.
questions, I'm happy to answer them.
Okay. Coming, Sarah? Vanguard orientation hall. Sarah's not coming, clearly. You can help me ace the questions. Since I don't know what I'm doing. Alright. Go, she did come in the end. Recruit registration. Applicant name, Dusty. Current bounty is 0. To register for your examination, please select Enlistment Agreement. Any outstanding UC bounty must be paid before proceeding. Enlistment Agreement. By joining the United Colonies Vanguard, you agree to perform necessary services for the United Colonies that could place you in serious danger, resulting in harm to your craft or yourself, up to and including death. I, Dusty, agree. Consent documented. You may proceed to the examination chamber through the orientation hall.
Registration accepted. You may now proceed through the historical displays in the orientation hall, or continue on to the examination.
Oh my. The end of Earth. Please do educate me.
In 2150, humanity learned the Earth's magnetosphere would collapse sometime in the next half-century.
Jesus, that's not much time at all.
Life
50 years? Oof.
Decisive action was required, but the secure transport of an entire civilization would demand a new kind of cooperation, a new kind of courage, and a new kind of union. Thus, in 2159, the United Colonies were formed to make that journey possible. Just 1 year later, the Galileo, the first of many colony ships, touched down here on Jemison.
Oh, so this is the start of the United Colonies. Like,
the age of the United Colonies.
Literally the beginning. New Atlantis.
The effort and planning it must have taken to evacuate literally the entire planet. Can you imagine? The logistics alone must have been mind-boggling.
Right? It's a little unfathomable. There's a little globe of Earth, a little atlas. Atlas is a book. It's just a globe. Okay. New factions rise.
From their foundation, the United Colonies strove to provide all their citizens with opportunity, security, and peace. But there were those among the UC that still wanted something more. Independence. So in 2161, the UC issued the Centaurus Proclamation, granting UC citizens the right to settle distant worlds and form their own sovereign powers. It wasn't long before the first new faction, the Free Star Collective, was formally organized in 2188, later followed by House Varun, revealing themselves to the universe in 2230.
The result of the Centaurus Proclamation has always left me torn. So much conflict arose as a result. Was it worth it?
I don't know. I wasn't there to experience the history.
It was only in 2230 that the faction known as House Varun first made contact with the rest of the settled systems. Founded by the passengers of a colony ship that had left New Atlantis and disappeared 4 decades earlier, House Varun was a faction unlike any other. A theocracy dedicated wholly to the beliefs of its isolationist founder, Jinan Varun. House Varun initially made overtures of peace towards the rest of the settled systems. They claimed their only intention was to spread the word of their god,
that was House Varun.
the Great Serpent. But none could have guessed that this worship might take the form of a bloody war. The Serpent's Crusade.
Was that really necessary, House Varun? Free Star Collective.
The Free Star Collective was initially
Oh,
founded
is Neon
in
part of it? That looks like it
2188,
belongs in Neon.
when the citizens of Aquila banded together with the pleasure city of Neon in mutual defense.
Maybe I should join the Free Star Collective. It's my
But
home city.
in 2194, after the deployment of a UC medical star station in orbit around their world, the citizens of Narion also requested to join the collective. The resulting rise in tensions between the Freestar Collective and UC culminated in the settled system's first intergalactic conflict, the Narion War.
But what was it
Despite
about?
a decisive victory by the UC, the colonies permitted the citizens of Narion to join the collective, forming the basis for the fiercely independent union that persists to this day.
Information booth. Yeah, the Narian War, actually. Yes. Ah, are you still doing that? It's bright. I am absolutely not reading that. I'm sorry. I'm sure it's vital information.
Beginning in 2240, House Varun forces declared all-out war on the rest of human civilization, initiating the Serpent's Crusade. Over the next 23 years, thousands of Freestar, UC, and independent souls were killed by agents of House Varun in the name of their serpent god.
How did they have the manpower for this?
It was
That's my
only
question.
with the death of their founder in 2263 and the succession of his heir Jarek that House Varun finally sued for peace. There remained, however, select members of House Varun who refused to recognize the cessation of hostilities their leaders established. Even after House Varun's mysterious disappearance, these zealots remain a threat to all who encounter them. Their pacification, a goal of all space.
I like that this is actually quite educational. So I actually would have regretted not doing this if I found out later on. This is very, very informational, and it's teaching me about the universe. Conflict among the stars.
Of the many conflicts between the galaxy's factions, none was more brutal than the recent colony war between
How
the
recent's
UC
recent?
and the Freestar Collective. Set off by the unauthorized Freestar colonization of Vesta's Pride in 2308, a direct violation of the Narion Treaty.
Oh.
The colony war
Well, maybe they shouldn't have done that.
spread
Did they think
quickly
about that?
across the galaxy.
Idiots. Kind of
Both
brought it upon themselves,
sides
didn't they?
deployed every tool at their disposal. Armadas of warships,
That dinosaur.
mechanized combat platforms, or mechs. Even bioengineered alien creatures. The infamous UC Xenoweapons. It was only in 2311 at the Battle of Cheyenne that the scales finally tipped. The Freestar Collective, utilizing their civilian fleet as a human shield, successfully crippled the superior United Colonies Navy.
They did what?
After their shocking victory against the galaxy's greatest navy, the Freestar Collective offered terms of peace, which the colonies, out of an interest in staving off any further human costs, accepted. The galaxy has been rebuilding ever since.
You've got to take this information with a grain of salt, because this is
Was a horrible conflict.
one side of the story.
Settled systems. There were times I felt that it would never end.
But at the same time, they admit their defeat. So they can't be putting a negative slant on the Freestar Collective entirely when the Freestar Collective won. But using their civilians as a human shield? That's unforgivable. Oh my gosh. The Battle of Nira.
Few settled worlds were left untouched by the colony war. But nowhere could the viciousness of modern warfare be seen more clearly than on the Freestar planet of Nira.
Why that one in particular?
Initially occupied by invading United Colonies forces as a forward operating position, repeated attempts to take and retake the planet by collective forces led only to devastation. Swaths of the world were transformed into scorched husks, a nightmarish testament to the depths of human ingenuity and human cruelty.
So it must still look like that today. Sarah, where are you going?
Nira remains a continuing reminder to the horrors of unfettered war.
So it's kind of like a Hiroshima situation. That's really horrible. That's really, really, really horrible. Yo, what up, patron?
Oh, don't let me get in your way. I've seen all this plenty already.
What is this, Warhammer? 40, oh wow, 40, okay.
You know it was some UC general that condemned Londinium? Gave it over to these things. One of these murals said he was executed after the war. Might have gotten off too lightly.
I can't stop staring at it. A real terramorph.
Do not touch. So that's a terramorph. It is rather terrifying. It has 2 more arms than it ought to have. And it's a little larger than I might like. The Terror of Londinium. Excuse me, Sarah, you're standing on my damn button.
In the midst of the colony war, a different kind of tragedy struck the UC city of Londinium. A newly constructed but critical supply center for the United Colonies' war effort, Londinium found itself overrun by one of the galaxy's most mysterious predators, the Terramorph. A rare but pervasive threat to all human-settled worlds, Terramorphs swept over the city, seemingly out of nowhere, on a scale never before seen in recorded history. Valiant efforts by the UC military slowed the onslaught, but the creatures proved unstoppable. Ultimately, the decision was made to destroy the Londinium spaceport.
Oh my god.
Sealing off the city.
Oh my
And its
god.
citizenry from the galaxy at large.
That's horrible.
The tragedy of Londinium is mourned by the UC to this day.
That's really horrible. Can we go to Londinium? Sarah. Look, girl, I know I'm taking my time here, but I'm learning some valuable history and lore here. Can we go to Londinium at some point in the quest? Because I would vastly appreciate that. The Armistice.
After the devastation wrought by the colony war, the UC
These pictures are really good, by the way.
came together to ratify a treaty that became known as the Armistice. Both sides agreed to a vast reduction in standing forces, and that xeno-weapons and mech warfare would be outlawed. All related research was sealed away, accessible only in cases of dire emergency.
I think we're about to have one such emergency.
But the collective had another demand, that the active commanders of the UC military stand trial for their actions. The United Colonies, in the interest of peace and galactic security, agreed. In 2311, 3 United Colonies senior officers were found guilty.
Guilty of what?
Commander Henry Durant, General Indira Rastogi, and Fleet Admiral Francois Sanon, known better as Ve Victus. All were sentenced to death for their actions, bringing the colony war to a close and returning peace to the galaxy at long last.
Why
I'm a strong supporter of the Armistice. All of the terrible weapons that both sides used against one another. It had to end.
Yeah, the Armistice I'm fine with, but why these 3? They are not on the side that started all of this by violating a bloody treaty. They're not the ones who were using humans as meat shields. Again, assuming all this information is not just one-sided and it's completely factual. They don't really seem like the villains in this particular war, yet they're the ones being sentenced to death for it. That doesn't seem right. At all. I don't like that at all. The Vanguard is born.
It was into this new world that the Vanguard was born. An official branch of the UC Navy, the Vanguard is the United Colonies Volunteer Fleet, serving a myriad of security, logistical, and reconnaissance roles. And after a sufficient length of service, UC citizenship is guaranteed to every Vanguard member. Open to all captains, regardless of origin, the Vanguard is leading the charge to protect and support the citizens of the United Colonies, wherever in the galaxy they may be.
Only the captains? What about the rest of the crew? Are they not special enough? It's a bit rude. Are we almost there? I mean, this is striking on quite a bit. Oh, wow. Propaganda at its finest. The United Colonies citizen.
No one is born a United Colonies citizen. Only through service to the UC can one hope to earn one's citizenship.
What if they're born here?
But the
That's
UC
mean.
prides itself on taking care of its people.
That's mean.
Cost of living controls means citizens pay less than their foreign counterparts for needs big and small. All citizens are issued a grant upon joining to get themselves on their feet. And only UC citizens have the opportunity to purchase property, getting the chance to live in one of the most beautiful cities in the settled systems.
How do I even find
By
it?
joining the Vanguard today, you too can begin earning your place here, in the heart of galactic civilization, as a citizen of the United Colonies.
Alright. Pilot simulator. What? That is not the right button. How am I meant to? Come along, Sarah. We're moving on.